Welcome to the audio reading of the Recruit Handbook. This is the official guide to becoming a recruit in CML. Section 2, Clan Structure and History. Part 1, Contrubernium and Centuria. This is a diagram of the rank structure for CML. History of CML structure. You must understand CML and how we work. Our structure and organization play a huge role in the success of our clan, particularly over long periods of time. A clear and concise chain of command leaves no question about who is in charge and what role you play within the group. The members of CML play many games, but only a handful of games are officially sponsored by CML. This sponsoring means that CML has dedicated leaders for that game, and, depending on the size, additional roles may be required. There are 3 different size groups within CML: Contrubernium, Centuria, and Cohort. Any CML member can attempt to have CML sponsor a game by applying to set up a Contrubernium in that game. Contrubernium. A Contrubernium was the smallest organized unit of soldiers in the Roman army, generally around 8 to 10 men. This squad of men was led by a Decanus that would organize his men, keep discipline, and provide guidance with his experience. In CML, a Contrubernium is the smallest and most casual of groups. It is designed to be easy to set up and break down. Over the last few years in CML, we have played a lot of different games. Sometimes super try-hard, sometimes more casual. On a daily basis, there are 10 plus different games that are being played in TS, with many CML members playing those games daily. Some of these games have evolved to have de facto leaders with small followings, where the CML guys can be successful with just a minimal amount of organization. The Contrubernium is intended to put an official name to this kind of group and recognize the members that stepped up to organize the group. Contrubernium ranks. Decanus, leader of the Contrubernium. Tyro, developing member, must pass basic training. Contrubernium requirements. 1 member as the leader, or the go-to player that organizes the group. This member will receive a promotion to Decanus to reflect the effort put in. This group has a schedule and plays at least 1 day a week. The Decanus will give a monthly report to the Senate on the first Monday of each month to give a status check of the Contrubernium. Attendance to every Monday Senate meeting is not required. Special notes. A Contrubernium is the only group that can be created with an application on the CML website. A personal review by the Senate is not required for the creation of the group, only the general approval of the website admins, consul or legatii. Centuria. A centuria was an important unit within the Roman legion. It was a group of 100 men, commanded by a centurion with the help of his officers, the optio, and his sergeant, the tesserarius. In CML, a centuria is a moderately sized group of members, led by a CML officer, that plays the game that requires a greater amount of organization and planning. While not being the most try-hard organization, a centuria still needs an array of officers and sergeants to help with weekly activities. Steady recruitment is expected, training is encouraged, but not required. Centuria ranks. Centurion, lead of century, officer rank required. Optio, assistant to the lead, second in command, officer rank required. Tesserarius, sergeant rank, exemplary member that has the responsibility of maintaining order and discipline. Capable of leading a squad, optional. Doctore, trainer, optional. Conquisitor, recruiter, optional. Artifacts, subject matter expert, SME, optional. Legionary, experienced trained member of the Centuria, has passed some kind of training/eval and been selected to the position. Tyro, developing member, must pass basic training. Centuria requirements. A centurion has an optio to lead the group. The group has a schedule and plays at least 1 day a week. Must be roughly 10 plus players actively playing. Expected to recruit new players and integrate them into CML. The centurion and his optio will review and provide feedback on new applications for the game the centuria plays. The centurion or his optio will attend weekly Senate meetings to report status. Special notes. The creation of a centuria must be reviewed and approved by the Senate. The centuria is also the first structure that can request for CML financial resources. Game server, website additions, significant TeamSpeak changes, etc. This concludes the audio reading of the Recruit Handbook for Section 2, Part 1, Contrubernium and Centuria.